The Hare Krishna Mahamantra, consisting of 16 divine names, Hare Krishna and Rama, 3 divine names arranged as 16-word mantra, is an incarnation of Krishna himself, Krishna's sound incarnation. Because of this, it is said in the scriptures that all the Veda Shabdas, Vedas are in the form of Shabda, right? All the Veda Shabdas, of all the Veda Shabdas, this Shabda is a crown jewel. If you consider them as jewels, gems, it is also said that all the Upanishad, gem-like verses of Upanishads, worship the lotus feet of this Mahamantra, this crown jewel of all the Veda Shabdas. That is why the scriptures also say Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama eva kevalam kalo nastyeva 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 gatiranyata. So, that is the, whom are you worshipping? In Hare Krishna Nama Japa, whom are you worshipping? You are worshipping the 16 named Mantra Murti. Just like we have Archa Murti. This is a Mantra Murti, Shabda. So, because of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his dear servant Srila Prabhupada, representative of Nityananda Prabhu, this world has received freely this most valuable sound incarnation of the Lord. Due to their mercy, this world is, Nama Prabhu is available for anyone who has faith in Srila Prabhupada and the Parampara. So we should always remember that we are worshipping this Mantra Murti. And into this Mantra Murti, all the Shaktis of Nama Prabhu enters. Nama Prabhu is a resident of the spiritual world. Krishna is in the spiritual world. Krishna's pure name is also in the spiritual world, in the form of Shuddha Nama. And Krishna's Nama in the spiritual world is Krishna himself. Just as we understand Rupa Krishna is full Krishna, similarly Nama Krishna is also full Krishna. This is a very big fact of the spiritual world. Unlike in this material world, name of the person and the soul, the person himself, they are different. But Krishna's name is inseparable from his self. Krishna's Nama is inseparable from his Rupa is inseparable from his Nama. Krishna's lotus feet is inseparable from Krishna. Krishna's lotus face is inseparable from the lotus feet. Similarly, Krishna's nama is inseparable from Krishna. Eternally, they are unlimited aspects of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, of one Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, we are worshipping Krishna himself directly. So, the most important, therefore, it is important that we do not mindlessly chant and hear. Mindless chanting and hearing means our mind is somewhere else, while your tongue has been trained to chant. Automatically chanting goes on, but the mind is on something else. Mind is thinking of some problem solving, mind is thinking of some philosophy, mind is thinking of some emotional problems, mind is thinking of some creative things, and meanwhile your tongue is going on chanting. So that chanting, mindless, only tongue is involved, mindless chanting. So mindless chanting is an offense. Naturally, if God comes before you, if you don't give your mind to Him, is it not an offense? It is an offense. So, at all costs, we first have to come out of mindless chanting. Mindless chanting is mechanical. Our consciousness is somewhere else, mechanically finishing the rounds, with no remembrance that this is Krishna before me. Because if that remembrance is there, it is Krishna before me, this nama is Krishna himself, then naturally there is no question of mindlessness. Your mind is on Krishna. So we are developing this quality of worship of the sound incarnation of the Lord. Today Krishna is on this earth doing his Leela in his sound incarnation. Because he is doing this Leela as a sound incarnation, that is how millions of people are making advancement in spiritual life, becoming devotees of Krishna and getting attached to the holy name of the Lord. All these things are the Leelas of Nama Avatara and his pure devotee, Srila Prabhupada. We are all recipient of the mercy of Srila Prabhupada. We are the recipient of the mercy of this Nama Prabhu. As long as we think this is an ordinary sound, we will do mindless chanting. Mindful chanting means we have to give our attention to hear what we are chanting. And you cannot hear unless your mind is on the sound. So mindful chanting is very powerful. When you give attention, that is when the holy name you are touching with your heart. First you touch the holy name with your material tongue, the Shakti Avesha Nama Avatara, and then that sound, when it enters our heart, when we hear with devotion, then we touch Nama Prabhu. Because we are not the body, we are seated in this heart, the soul, the consciousness, the awareness. So by hearing, we touch the holy name of the Lord, Nama Prabhu. And Nama Prabhu being Krishna himself, and as we said repeatedly, Nam Namakari Bauda Nija Sarva Shakti, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has declared that in the name that you chant with your tongue, all his unlimited powers are invested in it. So this sound is not ordinary sound. Just like an ordinary wire and electrified wire, both look same. But in one wire there is electricity, in another wire there is no electricity. So this Nama Shabdas, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, is an electrified sound. Electrified means not our normal electricity, Satchidananda electricity. It's a Satchidananda-ized sound. When you touch electrical wire, which is live, you will get an electrical shock. Similarly, when our heart touches the Satchidananda-ized sound, we will get Satchidananda-ized. Satta, Chitta, and Ananda. Sat means spiritual power you will get. Chit means pure knowledge you will be able to experience. Ananda, pure bliss, pure happiness. That these three energies are there in this Nama Shabda. So the challenge to us, to the sadhaka, is how to constantly hear without missing one Nama also. So that training, our whole training can be considered into, just like if you take this as a school of learning japa, then your mindful chanting is like the primary school, spiritful chanting is middle school, and soulful chanting, level 1 is high school, soulful chanting, soulful japa, level 2 is graduation, soulful japa, level 3 is post-graduation, and any number of levels of soulful japa. But fundamental thing is, if you don't go to primary school, how can you go to middle school, high school? So here we are training first primary school is to chant and hear exactly the same sound. And when you hear, when you perfect your hearing, then automatically from the Nama, remembrance of Krishna will come. Spiritful chanting, that means happily, Ahlada japa, Kristan japa, Utsaha japa, enthusiasm. When you touch the Lord and when there is remembrance of the Lord, that Lord Himself has come before me, for me, you become joyful. So, first, mindful chanting, maybe little tapasya, where you have to control your mind to hear every word. That also has got 4 or 5 stages. How from mindless, slowly you can come to full mindful. So japa card 1.1 to 1.6, 2.1 to 2.6 Shraddha, 3.1 to 3.6 Vinamrata. These 3 cards are put together is like primary school of soulful japa. Then that will lead to spiritful japa. Unless you remember that Krishna is before you, why will you be enthusiastic? Why will you be automatically you will be joyful, grateful, enthusiastic, spiritful japa. This automatically, by learning how to do mindful japa, it will automatically graduate into soulful japa. Mindful japa will cleanse our heart. For a long time, it will be only hearing. Don't think of anything. Hear, hear, hear. Automatically, from the sound, the presence of Krishna will be felt when you are chanting. And when you feel the presence of Krishna, then you will spiritfully do the japa. Enthusiastically you will do japa. Not like a burden. Oh, I have to do 16 rounds. No. Happily you will do. Joyfully you will do. Enthusiastically you will do. That is spiritful japa. We have to train our mind towards this. From mindful to spiritful. From spiritful, later on, it becomes it starts as soulful japa level 1. Soulful japa, where every bead of japa is a relationship with the Nama who is before you. Relationship of surrender, relationship of worshipper, worshipped and worship. And relationship of begging for mercy from the Lord. Relationship of accepting with gratitude that Krishna alone is protecting me, Krishna alone is maintaining me. Relationship of begging forgiveness for offenses. Relationship of expressing gratitude to Nama Prabhu. The relationship of seva apeksha, begging Krishna to give you more and more seva. The privilege of doing more and more seva. Just like we began this yajna by seva apeksha, begging Nama Prabhu, please give me the privilege today to do the seva of 108 malas. So our goal of life should be to move from mindless japa. It's like kindergarten, mindless japa. Some effect is there, even though some effect is there, because Krishna has decided to come as the avatara. Does not matter who chants. So some touch. So, mindless japa is like, if the Krishna Nama, the Mahamantra, Nama Avatara, it's like the Surya of Satchidananda. The sun, like fire of sun is fire, sun is light and heat, huge source. Similarly, Krishna Nama, Hare Krishna Mahamantra is a personality who is unlimited source of Satchidananda. So that Satchidananda Nama has to be, when you start hearing, then it is mindful japa. Not hearing means Nama is before you, but there is a distance between your heart and the Nama. Just like if you hold a piece of iron outside the fire, near the fire, you will get some heat. If you put the iron in the fire, it will become red hot. So mindless japa is like standing near the fire. There is no comparison. Standing outside the fire and inside the fire. Big difference. Similarly, 1,000 rounds of 100 or 1,000 rounds of mindless japa is equal to 1 round of mindful japa. 'Because' 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 If you keep outside, you may, little more than room temperature, the iron piece will get heated. Inside it goes, it becomes red hot. Difference is not little between mindless and mindful japa. So therefore, we should take this as our lifetime project to, just like you go to school, from primary school to middle school to high school to degree to postgraduate, then PhD and forever learning. The same way, our seva to Nama, seva to Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Mantra Murti, Mantra Avatara, we should take it as a lifetime project to move from mindless to mindful, to spiritful, to soulful, level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. As I said, from mindful to spiritful to go, automatically the presence of Krishna will make his presence felt, or he will give you his remembrance that I am before you. It is not a one-side process. There is continuous reciprocation. If you are seriously practicing mindful chanting to hear every word, every nama, next Krishna will gift you with remembrance of his presence, which will automatically, you will chant spiritfully. So this here, first, card 1 to 1.6 is a basic ingredients of mindful japa. 2.1 to 2.6 is the glories of the holy name, to develop shraddha and reverence, and the nama tattva, how this incarnation happens, why this sound is not ordinary sound, shraddha. Then there is vinamrata, what is my position? What is position of Nama Prabhu and what is my position? This order is different, we'll see. Vinamrata is the third. One point 1 to 1.6, 2.1 to 2.6, 3.1 to 3.6 is practice of mindful japa. You should spend 6 months at least to train your mind on these 3 japa, 3 cards. And that can be done by spending time reading these cards next few months, every day, trying to understand that intellectually, emotionally, trying to understand that, and then in your daily chanting, practice this. So that makes you progress from mindful to mindless to mindful japa, and from mindful japa to you begin spiritful japa. Spiritful japa is Rishtam card, or before spiritful japa, between the mindful japa, once you develop the hearing, then naturally Priti japa, Rishtam japa, Ahlada japa, Sambandha japa, Utsaha japa, and Sambandha japa, spiritful japa. Then the rest of the cards are there. It will take time. But the essential ingredients of all this japa is summarized in the japa card. See this one. Golden Secrets cue card. In one card, the secret is all the essence is being mentioned so that you get a big picture. What is this making advancement in japa? What does it mean? So that is explained in this card. Chant Hare Krishna and exactly, first secret, chant Hare Krishna and exactly same sound you hear. And chanting is crying to Nama Prabhu to descend, and hearing is embracing the descended Krishna, a sound persona respectively. Krishna's sound persona. Second secret is what? Offer tasking of hearing as a doing yajna without any thinking for maximum prolonged embrace without attention break. What is the third secret? Offer foreground divya jnana that Shuddha Nama, Krishna himself is before me. By him functionally becoming one with the Shaktya Vashanama for the sake of receiving my services and giving me his merciful association and awakening my love for him. These are the reasons why Krishna Nama is descending before me. Offer background feeling of Shraddha and Vairagya like Nirankara, Nirmama, Nisahaya, Niswartha, Nirapeksha, Vinamrta and Sharanagati. Fourth secret, offer any one of the background interrelationship feelings towards Nama Prabhu of Preeti, Hrishtam, Aglada, Utsaha, Sambandha, Atmajnana, Kripa Apeksha, Ashraya Apeksha, Raksha Patra, Bharta Patra, Kritajna Arpanam, Kshama Apeksha and Seva Apeksha. So, this card is, if you have gone through all the card, you understand what is soulful japa, then this summarizes all these things. Okay. So, mindful japa practice means first and second secret, which is there. We are going to ensure that we practice anushilanam, practice japa by applying these principles of golden command of Srila Prabhupada, chant and hear exactly the same sound. So we will go through 1.1 to 1.6 cards. I will teach you how to read it, how to think about it, how to emotionalize it, so that you can practice that, not during japa, so that your japa will be good. You practice that. Once you practice that, you don't have, once it goes into your mind, then you don't have to, again and again, you don't have to. One time only it has to go into your mind. Just like if you memorize your sloka, only one time you have to memorize. It's always, anytime you want, it will come out. You don't have to go on rest of your life memorize. So in the same way, these cards, I'm not saying memorize it, but intellectually memorize it, emotionally memorize it, what is there in it. See 1.1. These cards, the content of these cards, you have to apply your intelligence. Oh yes, I understand. So intellectually, and some of them involve devotion, emotion. So that also you have to contemplate by repetition. What is the method? Just like you read this card with understanding every day for 1 month, about 10 times. It will take you about 10 minutes. Then slowly this understanding will go into your consciousness. For instance, you should always start japa by knowing that Harinama Prabhu is complete Satchidananda Krishna himself, who manifests his sound form as Shuddha Nama Shabda in the spiritual world. Krishna's Rupa is there in the spiritual world. Krishna's Nama is there also in the spiritual world. Satchidananda Rupa, Satchidananda Nama, And that nama is called Shuddha Nama Shabda in the spiritual world. This Shuddha Nama of the spiritual world enters the sound that you and me chant. And that Shabda becomes the Nama Avatara. So Shuddha Nama enters the sound you chant and becomes the Nama Avatara. Krishna himself. And that Nama contains all the Shaktis of Krishna. So who kindly descends into this material world in the chants that I utter as the Shakti Avesha Nama Shabda, which is Shuddha Nama's Mantra Murti. Just like Archa Vigraha that you see with your eyes is a Archa Murti of Krishna's Satchidananda Rupa. Similarly, this Mantra Murti is this Shakti Avesha Nama is a Mantra Murti of the Shuddha Nama. Because we cannot chant and hear Shuddha Nama with our material tongue and material ears, therefore the Lord appears in the Mantra Murti. Because we cannot see the Lord with our material eyes, therefore the Lord comes as Archa Murti. So, Nama Murti, Shabda, Mantra Murti is more accessible to us than Archa Murti. So, they are very merciful incarnation. Now, this Nama Shabda, Shuddha Nama Shabdas, the Shakti Avesha Nama Shabda, the Nama Avatara, is the crown jewel of all Veda Shabdas, whose toes are worshipped by the brilliant, spiritual, radiant, gem-like verses of Upanishads. The Upanishad Shabda, they all worship this Hare Krishna Mahamantra as the supreme, because the purpose of all the Upanishad is to show us God. And here he is, Hare Krishna Mahamantra, who has most kindly descended through the parampara into the sounds that utter. We are chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra of our parampara, which has come through from Krishna, through this parampara, through Prabhupada, we have got this Nama. So therefore, I beg Srila Prabhupada, Nityananda Prabhu, always start your japa by begging to Srila Prabhupada and Nityananda Prabhu and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, please make my japa successful today. Please give me your association. Give me the ability to hear you. I will try my best not to avoid all offenses. And begging, please grant me this rare privilege, attraction and attachment. It's a rare privilege to chant these holy names, which you have got due to mercy of Prabhupada and Nityananda Prabhu. A rare privilege. Why it's privilege? We already described what is the Shabda, the crown jewel of all the Veda Shabdas. Please grant me the rare privilege. Please grant me attraction and attachment. So let me carefully and respectfully serve Harinama Prabhu. And Harinama Prabhu, the infinitely most important person. Just like we have VIPs, VVIPs. You say there are important persons in this material world. Krishna is infinitely VIP. And he is coming before you. It is his avatara. So instead of VIP, we can call him as infinitely most important person. So during japa, what are you doing? The most important person, infinitely most important person in existence. Because he is the supreme personality of Godhead. We are all tiny, tiny, tiny persons. Among tiny, tiny persons, there will be some VIPs, VVIPs, etc. Tiny VVIPs. But we are worshipping, we are serving we are receiving the kripa, we are getting the association before us of the infinitely most important person. I am IP. I am infinitely most important person. It is not a joke. That I am IP, the infinitely most important person, has got that capacity to come before each one of us on each our japa, in the sound of each of our shabda. That is Krishna's capacity. Any number of avatara sharira he can take. When you are uttering his name, then that sound is one avatara sharira. When I am uttering on my tongue, again he incarnates as another avatara sharira. So, this is unlimited, omnipotent sound is what is before us. So like this, by reading this, all this whatever I spoke, you also to speak to yourself. Say for 30 days you do this, one card, 10 minutes you spend. After 30 days, I'll give you the mic and you will speak what I spoke. That should be goal. So this is 1.1. 1.2, when you do japa, you should know what is the situation. If I bring somebody from the street, make him sit here in the lecture, he doesn't know what is this class, who is the speaker, what is this lecture, he'll just sit like that. Mechanically he will sit. Correct? Why? Because he doesn't know the context. Before you bring him, you have to tell that, see, there is a Japa Yajna, you will know about Japa, Japa is important, this thing, that thing, who is the speaker, what is his qualification, what do you benefit out of it, what actually is going to go happen. Context has to be there, then only you will get into then only you can benefit from the Japa. So, the second most important thing, after expressing gratitude to Prabhupada, Nityananda Prabhu, begging their mercy, and after understanding that this is the rarest of the opportunity, this Shabda is the rarest of the sounds, after understanding that, one should immediately get into the mood of what is the situation, what is happening during Japa. There is a sevak, you are the sevak. There is a savior, one who is receiving, there is a person who is receiving your service, and there is a service, particular service, chanting, hearing, tasking. That serving is there. So, what is japa? We should know. That means, my mind enters the content of what, who, how, why of Japa Yajna. So you get into the context. First time when I organized Japa Yajna, I have to tell you what is this Yajna, all these things. Afterwards, second time, third time, once you announce Japa Yajna, I don't have to tell about all that. You know it is Japa Yajna, it is this. Similarly, this goes into our mind. As soon as you chant, take your mala, immediately in your consciousness in the background, I am the sevak, Sevya is going to come before me, I am going to offer seva, he is going to receive my seva. So, Sevya is a receiver of now. You see how you read this cards then. My mind enters the context of what, etc. of Japa Yajna from my subconscious mind, consisting of who is Sevya, who is Sevak, and what is Seva. Sevya is a receiver of worship. He is Nama Prabhu in the form of Mantra Murti, the necklace of sounds of Hare Krishna and Rama. Who is Sevak? He is a spirit person with body person desiring to please Krishna. I am a spirit person, but now I am covered with the body person. And who is a Sevak? He is a spirit person, along engaging his body person in the Seva. And what is a Seva? Seva is a Yajna. Yajna automatically means activity for pleasing Vishnu. Seva is a yajna of 3 doings and 1 knowing chesta. 3 doings. We do and we know. This is our faculty. So 3 doings. What are the 3 doings? First doing, chant the sound capsule while recalling the Nama Prabhu is before me. Second doing is move the hearing. Your hearing should move. That's also doing. Second doing is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. As soon as you say Hare, you have to hear Hare Krishna. Next, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. You have to track. That is doing. Hare Krishna, Hare. That means once you chant Hare, it is gone. Before it goes, it should go inside. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Word after word, Nama after Nama should go inside. That is, unless you are doing that, you will not hear. So, second doing is moving the hearing. Third doing is tasking repetition. You repeat chanting and hearing without any other thinking in between. Continuous chanting, hearing, chanting, hearing, chanting, hearing, chanting, hearing. Unless you are tasking that, your mind will after somewhere it will go away. So you have to task continuously. Okay, now I am starting my mala. I will not stop till 108 is finished. Then you take little rest for your mind. But otherwise, only a sound. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, 108 times. So that is called tasking. So hearing, tasking, this is Japa Yajna. What is so now in your mind you know what is sevak, what exactly is seva, what I should do during seva. And sevak, who is a sevak? That is the spirit person. By offering on each bead in the mood of eternal servant egotism, but now fallen. What mood should be the sevak? Sevak should be in the mood of servant egoism. There is a lauding boss egoism and servant egoism. Humble servant egoism. You stand before God not as a proud man. You stand before the God as God has come before you. Your consciousness should be a humble servant egoism. So chant with the mood. So that is the sevak. You are the sevak and you should have the right mood of doing japa. And then in that mood you offer the seva to the Lord. And Sevya, the Lord, will receive it and He will be pleased with each of your bead of your japa. So 1.2. Like this you read the cards and understand what it means. You should read, see, if in this there is big letter and small letter in red. When you first understand, you should read all together, because then the sentence is complete. Once you know about it, know what it is, afterwards you just see the big letters, you know what it is. Sevak. Because that's eternal servant egoism is in the red line. Once you see the big line, you understand, okay, servant egoism. Seva is a yajna of doings. So, that is why I have written. And then, after you understand all this, in one line, essence is here. In the white box. See the white box? In that. 1.2. So, what is the summary of it is right there. I remind myself of japa context as seva, sevya, sevak. Seva is the offering, simultaneous triple doings on each bead. Once you understand these things, the essence of it is there. This is how we train our mind. First, you recall what is on the card by reading all together. Then after few days, you recall by reading only the big letters. Then after the end of it, you recall by just one line in the white content. That will automatically make you recall the essence of the rest of it. So third card, these are all very fundamental. That means without knowing the context of japa, there is no meaning. You should know meaning of what you are doing. That is a card number 2, meaning. Then purposeful japa, ichcha purvaka japa. Next, 1.3. Japa is motivated by, should know what is the purpose of japa? The purpose of japa to offer the topmost offering, yajna to Harinama. What is the goal of japa? To please Nama Prabhu and eternally self-sounding Hare Krishna sound string. This sound is eternally sounding in the spiritual world. We want to please the Shuddha Nama who has come down into this material world on the sound, into the sound that I utter. What is the intention of the act? Chanting, hearing, remembering. What is the intention of activity? Because any activity, unless you have a purpose, you have a goal, you have an intention, your attention will not lock. These 3 things if you have, your attention will lock on this sound. Because you know why you are chanting. What is the purpose, you know? Purpose is association and to please. So if you don't hear, where is the question of association? So that you have to think about that card. 4th card is the golden direction of Prabhupada. Chant and hear. By running the attention to know each Hare Krishna and Rama as they are chanted to form the full mantra murti. Just like if I give you a task, there's a train running, you're standing in the railway station. A train is moving fast. The bogies are of 3 colors, red, green and yellow. I'll give you a notebook and a pen. I'll tell you as a train is passing by, each dabba has one number, bogie number. As it passes, you should write down the bogie number. Bogie number is not, in our example, bogie number will be either 1 to 16. That's all. So it is running fast. Your attention has to be there. Yes. Notebook, 1, 2. 3 is this. You have to note down the bogie number. The same way, Hare Krishna is like a train running. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Gone. Hare has come, it's gone. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. So your mind should run with the Hare. Now it's Hare, now it is Krishna, now it's again Hare, now it's again Krishna, Krishna, and Hare, Hare. Now coming to Rama string. Oh, first is always Hare Krishna string. Then Hare Rama string comes. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare, Hare. Imagine if you practice this, it is not very difficult. Mind will immediately learn how to catch each nama. We don't practice, that is why the problem. So if you practice, then you will hear each nama. Okay. So that is chant and hear by running my attention to know. You have to run. Your attention is in your control. Your attention should run with the train. Your attention should run with the chanting. Your hearing should go behind the chanting. Your hearing. Chant and behind hearing should go immediately. Hare, Hare. So that's mind. Tongue is chanting Hare, your mind is going after the Hare. Tongue is chanting Krishna, your mind is after Krishna. So your tongue is engaged, your mind is engaged. So anyway, now I will not I will not take more time because we have the yajna to do. Basically, I am creating a course, Japa training course. In that, I will start with this mindful Japa, all the classes, one by one. Classes will take, at that time you can systematically, I will tell, just like the students have to be told what homework you should do, what you should not do. On their own, it's difficult. Now, how long we have been chanting, we have been talking about soulful japa. Something you have picked up here, nothing here, little here, right? Now, systematically, I will train you how to do, starting from primary school, middle school, high school, graduation. Soulful japa. It may take 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. 3-year course I will be starting. Okay, let us continue.